Welcome to this episode of Evolution in Controls. I'm Tim Wilson, your host. Today we have two guests with us, and they're here to discuss a unique collaboration. And it's all because of the changes brought about by the integration of technology into our everyday lives. Technology has changed the way we listen to music, watch our movies, and how we buy, sell, and receive things. Online, you can buy virtually anything and have it delivered almost anywhere. But does that online model work for the manufacturing environment? Downtime costs in the manufacturing environment can run as high as thousands of dollars each second. Availability, lead times, and delivery commitments all loom large in the supply of product to manufacturers. Regional stocking distributors can be very responsive, but have the expectation of manufacturers grown beyond the ability of any given regional distributor? Is it time for a new model? Here to talk to us today about one solution that is already bringing benefits is John Humes, Director of Digital Sales for Bosch Rexroth, and Wex Retherill, former owner of Hydrotech in Cincinnati. Guys, thank you for joining me.
Thanks
John,
for having
Rex.
us.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
So let's start with, what's the name of this collaboration? How did it start? Tell me about it.
Yes, BuyRexroth.com, and it was Rexroth distributors. We just thought it would be a better way to, be able to serve the market that is in the U.S.
Okay. It's BuyRexroth.com.
BuyRexroth.com.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's a website.
It is a website where all the Rexroth distributors will share. They share inventory, their available inventory. And so that's with the changes in today's marketplace in terms of the way people buy and procure product and services, this is a perfect platform, and to make it as easy as possible for them to get Rexroth products, services, support, repairs.
Was there something that caused, something happened that caused us to start this? Was it just an idea whose time had come?
Well, I think it probably was a little bit of both, but we saw this trend in the marketplace of all this online ordering. It just seemed that the generations of the younger generation wants to do everything online, and also that's where people went to do research. We've all been to, so now let's let them be able to procure, do the research, and get the appropriate services and technical support that they need.
Well, how does BuyRexroth.com, how does it solve the problems? What problems is it solving?
Well, right now, this allows us to visibly be able to see inventory that's throughout the country, available inventory. Right now, if you go online now, you really don't know what's available, and if a customer needs a Rexroth product, they really don't know if it's available, if it's really available. Then this takes so much of the time out of them being able to find that product. They'll know instantly whether it's available. Also, they'll also know what the lead time if it's not available.
Yeah, so we have almost 30 distributors that participate in this e-commerce platform. So by the fact that each of them report inventory into the site, it creates a virtual warehouse that's available across the country 24/7 in the range of $100 million. And
Rex, you talked about the distributors that are involved, and you just mentioned 30 distributors on the country. What's Bosch Rexroth's role in this, John?
so we're the manufacturer. These are our expert partners out across the country. And so when all of us report inventory into the site, it's 10 times more inventory being made available to the customers we want to serve with this site, meaning end users, large national customers with manufacturing footprints in multiple regions and multiple states, and then also customers that we know are out there but we haven't met them yet. Those are the sort of the individual customers that might come to the site and purchase a product with a credit card. And now they've engaged with us, we've engaged with them, and now we can better serve them at a local level as well.
So if I go to the website, what's available on it? What is on that website?
Almost all of the Rexroth product. So you have the fluid power side, you have the electronic side, those products.
The linear,
framing. Yeah. And one other thing will be that's being added, of course, is Haglund's, Rainier, and also training.
E-learning tools. So customers have bought system solutions and they want to come on and now they want to get their staff trained in how to service and repair themselves. Those products will be available in the near future as well.
Can anybody get training, or do you have to be a member of BuyRexroth.com? Or
No, anyone can sign on, log in, get an account, and they're good to go.
so you've got product availability, you've got training available. Are there services available on the website?
Yeah, so we have it set up in a way that it's a tool now that customers can go on and self-serve and request product repair services by putting in the part number and submitting that into the platform. There'll be a shipping notice printed and a shipper printed, and the customer can then return the part. It will be serviced by one of our authorized service centers or by Rexroth itself. But to the customer, it's just done all through BuyRexroth. They don't need to worry who is going to actually provide the service.
So they order the repair online, the repair of a hydraulic valve or a servo motor. They order the repair on site or online, and then they get the shipping paperwork come, and then it ships to someplace.
The appropriate repair center.
So what is appropriate? What makes a
Closest. Well, it'll be the ARSC, the Authorized Repair Center,
Okay.
and the closest one to that particular customer.
Yeah.
In the case of AE, the electronic products, those will go to Hoffman Estates to be repaired. The one unique thing about on the repair for any of it is you can enter a product number, a model code, or a serial number. Okay, to do the repair. On the AE side, if you enter a serial number, you will instantly know whether or not that product is still under warranty. So we'll be able to give that type of information, which is not available anywhere.
And when the
Right.
product does get repaired and serviced by one of our authorized repair service centers, it's done to the Rexroth standards, and it's done with Rexroth original components. So the customer has that assurance that the repair is done correct to our standards.
So you're saying that that's the reason to use BuyRexroth.com for repairs, because it goes to an authorized repair center.
Yes.
Does the warranty follow then? Because there's lots of repair services around the country.
The Rexroth warranty follows. And the other thing is that you can do it all online 24/7. So you can get the RGA, everything gets printed, it's all in a system right then.
And what's also an interesting feature of the platform is sometimes customers will have products that are quite old and aren't in our database or don't have a product readily available, but they are able to take that information and upload description of the application, pictures of the applications, pictures of the product, upload that into the site, and then that will go to one of our local experts for evaluation and a callback to help that customer find the correct Rexroth product that's currently available for something that might be 20, 25, 30 years old.
I know Bosch Rexroth sells both products, components, and systems. Is all of that available on BuyRexroth.com?
Components, repairs, services, support. Systems, no. That's not available on BuyRexroth. That is that's a function that's better served by the distributor, because all the Rexroth distributors have a really strong engineering and systems groups.
Yeah, but with that being said, though, one of the future considerations is to offer a method for engineered systems design work to be created on the site, so that it can then go to a local distributor for that build and support and installation.
That's kind of part of the future state, is to have a design tool that helps that.
Technology, range of technologies. Bosch Rexroth supplies industrial hydraulics all the way to tightening tools and extruded aluminum. All of that's available.
Yes.
All of that's available, and we're adding even more. Again, this is an e-commerce platform, so every day it grows with new features and functions. And one of the things that we'll be onboarding as well and making visible on the homepage, Hagelin's products, Rainier products, the e-learning that Rex mentioned earlier. So all of these things will be available and released before the end of the year, and this platform will continue to grow in different ways.
How long has BuyRexroth.com been in operation? Is it about a year now?
Yeah, it's probably been a year, and about 6 months ago the website was revamped. So, it really has a really good look to it. It really matches up with the Rexroth site because it's this is a collaboration from the distributors. One thing that's unique about it's led by the distributors.
So it's not being driven by Bosch Rexroth. No offense, John.
None taken, Tim.
But it's being driven by the
That's why
distributors.
it works so well.
But completely supported by Rexroth as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is a collaboration when I say amongst the Rexroth distributors, but it's a collaboration amongst the Rexroth distributors and Rexroth. That's why it works so well, because the relationship that Rexroth has had with its distributors and vice versa is something that's really very unique.
It's unique in the industry.
Yeah.
So we've talked about what's available. We've talked about products, systems, components, technologies. Talked about its genesis, how it started. What does the future look like?
Well, one thing that we don't lack, and that's ideas. There's so many different opportunities out there for us. One in particular that's probably going to be one of the first things that we look at is offering complementary product. These are products that would go well with the Rexroth pump, valve. For example, if you buy a valve, here's a subplate, that type of thing. So that will evolve. It'll be more and more. It'll get the complementary product offering will get broader and broader.
Yeah, just to add on to that, if a customer goes on and orders a pump, he may see recommendations of hoses and flanges and other products to complement what that person is buying.
So because this is being driven by distributors, but with Bosch Rexroth participation, who's driving the additional products? Is that a third party that you bring in, or is that from the distributor partners?
Distributor partners. It's the lines that they all have. If you look at all the line cards of all the different Rexroth distributors, oh my gosh, the myriad of products available is really it. And for those that are not at all in competition with Rexroth, let's make that as available to them. Make it as easy as possible to procure whatever products they might need to help solve an issue.
And we're completely aligned with that. That's what we want for our customers. We want it to be easy to do business with Rexroth, with BuyRexroth.
Well, okay, John, you're director of digital sales. What does it look like, BuyRexroth.com look like in 5 years from now? What do you see for it?
I think this is the future for all of us. I think our distributors are quite skilled and competent in serving the territories where they are operating today. But in the future, we're going to need this platform so that we can bring all kinds of services and features and information and products to the customers. I mean, in essence, I don't want to use this kind of a cliche necessarily, but we really just want to be the Amazon of the factory automation industry, right? We want to make it that easy for customers. So,
Rex, does it push out the distributors?
Oh gosh, no. I think we're there to augment. BuyRexroth.com is there to augment the distributors and help them gain access to customers that they may not have been able to gain access before. They may be small, but once that customer comes, for example, Morel has a lot of products they can offer them outside of just the Rexroth. There's lots of things they can do for them. So no, this is actually to enhance that relationship and to protect the territories that all these distributors are in. I mean, that's how the customer is better served.
We had a big win just last week with one of our customers. They came online, and I think this is also a big differentiator for this solution compared to just say a big, large internet retailer company. We have expertise all around the country with our distributor network, and so the customer came online after they got registered with their corporate account, and they immediately said, can you send a team out to our Colorado facility, because we have a facility that's very much in need of a review and an upgrade of hydraulic products. I mean,
And that team would have come from the distributor partner.
That was the distributor partner that went out and is doing the evaluation.
So that is a great example of how the system worked.
That's neat.
And now they're going to get an opportunity to upgrade like 6 different lines within that facility.
That's neat.
Yeah, so we're very a great success story, and we're very happy for them, and we're hoping, assuming that it will work out the best for all of us. So.
Well, John, as we sort of bring this episode to its close, is there something that you would like to just close and summarize with?
Yeah, we are over the moon with this platform. We think this is the best collaboration idea out in the manufacturing factory automation industry. We would welcome and invite anyone to come to the site, register, create an account, and buy your Rexroth products and services.
Rex?
We want to make it effortless to interact with Rexroth distribution and Rexroth in general.
Rex, thank you so much for coming. John, appreciate it. If you'd like to learn more about this unique collaboration, visit BuyRexroth.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Evolution in Controls on whatever platform you use for podcasts or on YouTube for a video version so you can be updated whenever we release new episodes. Thank you again for joining us. I'm Tim Wilson, and keep moving.